Hi, welcome back to Stock Shark. In today's episode, we will be looking at how do I become millionaire with ease. Hey, you think some sort of game we are doing here? No, it's no game. It's a very straightforward approach. I'm going to tell you how do we become millionaire with ease. Let's look at, if you think those who work at high office only became rich, no, you are wrong. Anybody can be millionaire, but provided if you realize that power of compounding. Okay, so if you moment you realize the compounding power, then you can be a millionaire. Let's understand the compounding basics. Very simple basics I'm going to go over. And you will be on your way to financial freedom. Trust me, this is very, very eye-opening. If you keep watching the video, don't skip the video. Keep watching the video, so that you will get the context correct. Let's begin. There are 4 rules to become a millionaire, right? One is come up with some initial investment for investment, not lot of amount. 10K, 20K, whatever you could offer to, right? Come up with some sort of initial investment. Then create a portfolio, okay, with the right asset allocation that should yield anywhere from 6 to 8% per year, or return of the portfolio should be 6% to 8%. Then have a small monthly contribution to the portfolio, right? So that should be like automated, or you should be disciplined to put $1,000, $1,500, whatever small monthly contribution to the portfolio. Then you will see the power of compounding, so that will let your investment grow. That means your portfolio to grow to become $1 million in couple of years. So sometime this is called a passive investment, or you can do active investment as well, but active investment is not right for everyone. So this is more of passive investment, just to create in a portfolio, keep putting the money, small money. It's not lot, just but you should have a disciplined approach of contributing every month, day after day, until you reach that millionaire status. Let's look at some of the examples, right? Example 1, you start with 25K, in other words $25,000 as an initial investment, and with monthly contribution of just $2,000 with 8% yield. That means your portfolio should return 8% yield per year. Then you will see that your investment would grow to $1 million plus in 18 years. Okay, that is the power of compounding. Your initial investment in this example is only 360K, but due to the power of compounding, you will reach millionaire status in 18 years. Then look at another example. You start with only $10,000, so 10K, right, as an initial investment to the portfolio, and with monthly contribution of $1,000, right, with just mere $1,000 every month into the portfolio, that should yield 12% per year. If you put that way, your investment will be $1 million plus in 20 years. So so again, if you look at initial investment would amount to only around $220,000, but your portfolio would worth $1 million plus in 20 years. So that is the power of compounding. Let's look at another example. I'm not going to keep going for multiple examples. This is a just another example to just to let you know, if you find higher yield, your amount will grow even much better. So here again you start with $10,000 as an initial investment to the portfolio, and with monthly contribution of $1,000 into that portfolio, but that portfolio should yield about 8% per year. then your portfolio will be will become $1 million plus in 25 years. So that is the power of compounding. Let's look at, hey, how do I get 8% yield, right? If you look at any of the bank deposits, like a certified deposit, it offers 0.4% or so, or bond, sometime only 2 to 3%, something like that. And equities are really risky, right? So look at very long term. I'm just throwing here only some examples. There are tons of ETFs or mutual funds available, but I'm just picking the best one to give you an example. I'm looking at S&P index, right? ETF that represent S&P 500. That is all Fortune 500 in the world actually. So that SPY average annualized return of 16% in last 10 years, right? Since inception, 10.5% yield. That's very, very, impressive. Then if you look at Nasdaq 100 ETF, triple Q, right? Annualized return 22.5% in last 10 years. It returned average of 7.5% per year since inception into 2000. So that means last 20 years. So it returned 7.5% average, but last 10 years it returned 22.5%. Or you look at real estate ETF from Vanguard, right? That returned average 10.9% or 9.8% since inception. Same thing, some investment grade corporate bond ETF, LQD, that returns about 5% in last 10 years, also since inception 2003. And see, these are all just an example, but it's a very good example, right? Because these are all they don't represent single stock, because if you put entire money into single stock, there is always risk, that single stock or the single company can go bankrupt. So you have to put the money in some sort of mutual fund or ETF like this, with a basket that tracking the index. So here SPY tracks S&P 500 index, here triple Q tracks Nasdaq 100 stocks, here real estate index, here investment grade bond index. So these are all very safe investment, but the point is, though, it has to be very long term. If you look at year by year, it could go down or go up, 10% down or up, and so that doesn't make sense. You have to be disciplined to keep the money at least for next 10 years. Then you could realize some sort of return like this. Of course, these are all historical returns. There is no guarantee you would get in the future, but this is an indication, right? You never bet against US, right? So based on that philosophy, if you look at some of this asset class, they return really good. Then you go with your model portfolio, just to pick in, based on that example. I put 45% in fixed income, 15% in real estate, 40% in equity. So here, I put SPY and triple Q for 40% of my portfolio, 15% real estate, 45% in fixed income, that investment grade bond. Then my portfolio, if I put $2,000 every month, then my annualized return would be 11.3%, an average for that portfolio amount of $2,000 per year, right? So if you have this model portfolio, and if you keep investing money, right, $2,000 every month, let's say with starting with 25K initial investment, then you will be millionaires in 12 to 15 years, right? So that is the power of compounding. So just wanted to show you, right, a long-term investment always gives you better return than day-to-day trading. So that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Time to time, I'm posting really good video tips around this type of long-term investment, or weekly wrap on the trading, so you can leverage it. Once again, thanks for watching.